Think Tank. Well, hello, Internet. Kelly B asked me, how do I win an argument? So in this presentation, I'm going to go through the step-by-step way to win an argument. First off, this is a rundown of exactly how to win an argument. I will, of course, go deeply into all of these subjects, however. Don't argue. Use welcoming body language. Get them to like you. Listen to their side. Avoid saying the word that they dislike. Get them to agree that they will listen out loud, meaning get them to say out loud that they will listen. Get them to agree with your core principle out loud again. Tell them they have crafted your new beliefs, and then simply list all of the issues you agree on and the new one they previously disagreed on. Now I'm going to go over how not to argue. When most people are trying to win an argument, they do the following. They tighten up their body language into an aggressive pose, rattle off a bunch of reasons why they are right, dismiss the other person's points, raise their tone of voice, shake their head no, and provide other negative actions. Ask yourself, would you be willing to discuss an issue with a person that is putting off all of this negative energy? If you knew they weren't listening to you, would you even bother to listen to them? It is very important to get the other person to like and respect you first. You have to change the word argument into the word discussion. You also have to stop thinking about winning and instead strive to come to an amicable decision. So why do people disagree? Very often people disagree just because they don't like each other. They may dislike each other personally or simply dislike people of a certain profession or a certain person based off of religion or other things. If you sense they dislike you, then winning the argument is secondary. You must first get them to like you. You do this by finding common interests and beliefs. People like people who are like themselves. So show them how you are similar and win them over that way. People also like people that like them. In your conversation, find something that you both love. Tell them that you love that also. If you can find any way to say honestly to them that you like them, of course do that. Past experiences also guide opinions. I'm going to assume you and the other person have discovered some subjects that you both agree on. Why then would they still disagree with you? Well, we all have beliefs that have shown over time to be correct. And if someone challenges those beliefs aggressively, we'll push right back on them. So instead, you need to let them know you want to hear their side. At the same time, you want to set up a situation in which they understand if you listen to them, they'll hear you out. If someone is against a word, just shift the conversation towards a word they like. Abortion is a good example here. People are either for or against abortion, so don't use the word. It's instead easier to get someone to agree that they are against killing a child, of course, or saving a dying mother. So instead, focus on those principles and ignore the word abortion altogether. Try hard also to get the other person to agree with principles you agree with. Ignore, again, the volatile word. Nobody is 100% for or against anything. They just act like they are when they feel they're being attacked. So don't try to just get them to say, I was wrong and I'm now for or against whatever the issue is that you both disagree on. You then want to get the other person to listen to you. People will follow through on statements they make out loud. It's known as the consistency principle. So get them to state out loud that they are going to listen. Simply say, I normally wouldn't talk about my beliefs, but you are a person that's willing to listen. Am I right? If they give you a positive response, they will now listen to you. You then want to look for common ground. I found that people value freedom over all other things, especially the freedom to do what they want while not hurting anyone else. If you can somehow latch on to this idea of limiting freedom, you may be onto something. Find the core reason why you believe what you believe, and then get the person to admit that that core value is important to them as well. Anything you believe in strongly is based off of core personal values. Never attack a person's core values. If you do, they will build walls and they will not listen to you. Also, if your body language also shows that you're listening, you'll gain an edge. Best possible position you can take includes sitting with legs slightly spread, elbows on calves as you lean forward, cross fingers with your palms facing downwards, then place your head on top of your hands as if on a platter. Maintain eye contact and of course smile. You'll also want to pay attention to the other person's body language. If they start mirroring your position, which means copying it, they are agreeable to you and like you. If, however, they have their arms and legs crossed, items between you and them are maintaining almost no eye contact and a frown on their face, they are not liking you and they are being disagreeable towards you. To get them out of this pose, you need to mirror them and then shift back into an agreeable pose and hope that they follow you. So here's where you're currently at. The other person has agreed with you on other subjects. They also have agreed to like certain things about you. They have agreed to listen to you out loud, of course. You've gotten them to agree to your core belief out loud, and also your body language is welcoming, and hopefully you have turned their body language into a welcoming position. Now you need to listen to them, listen to their ideas. Don't interrupt at this point, and only question for clarity on a subject, not to be disagreeable. Now it's time to win the argument. You need to now get the person to agree that you are right in the smallest of ways. Let's say they are completely against immigration of any kind. Get them to agree to a question such as this. Would you agree that there is one person of value outside of the United States? Who doesn't? Then say, do you think the United States would benefit from having this one person as a citizen? If they say yes to both of these, you're well on your way to winning your argument. Then you want to continue slowly building that person towards an understanding of the benefits of immigration, for example. Now you want to provide some additional information that the other person doesn't currently know. Give them an opportunity to save face. It's much easier for a person to say, well, with this new information you provided, I now see your point, than it is to change their opinion because you have told them they are stupid. After you have followed these steps, tell the other person that you have been influenced by their opinions, state those new ways that you agree, but at the same time, interject how you may disagree. Here's an example. I agree that unbridled immigration can have dire consequences. Then go on to list other things that they brought up that would be negative reasons why immigration should be limited. And then here's the important point. State at the end of this statement, and we both agree that eliminating immigration altogether would be a mistake. The important word there is and. As you are listing your agreements and disagreements, don't use the word but. But as a negative word, you should constantly aim instead to build a positive atmosphere, and but will disturb that atmosphere. This is a bit of trickery based off of what is called the yes set. The yes set states that if someone says yes a certain number of times, that they will continue to say yes. What you want to do is first to get them to agree with something they definitely agree with. Then agree with something they pretty much agree with. Then agree with something they partially agree with. And then finally, you want them to agree with your core belief and the basic principles that you believe in. If you separate the first three statements with the word and, you will of course dramatically increase your results. If you can as well make the other person think they crafted your new beliefs, you have won the argument. I did this presentation because Kelly B asked me to. Here are a list of other things I could do presentations on. If you'd like me to talk about any of those things, leave a comment below. Till next time.